Hi, welcome to City Country 6 Podcast. This is where you get to hear inside conversations between city and country about life, kids, womanhood, culture, black southern things. Eavesdrop in on our phone conversations to laugh, cry, amen, disagree, and agree with your bi-weekly dose of what did I just listen to? Let's listen in on this week's most recent phone call of differences.
Hello.
Hey girl, hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right. Doing better. I'm not
Yay.
swiping my card, even though I've done that enough. Just sick of that mess.
You made me think about that movie. Was it called Cadillac Records?
I don't watch movies.
With Beyonce and no, Dreamgirls. It was Dreamgirls. It was about Cadillac Records. Or was it a different movie? Anyway, I think it was Dreamgirls. And Eddie Murphy's in there and Jamie Foxx. Anyway,
Dreamgirls then.
Yeah, it was Dreamgirls.
Yeah.
So but I think was it about Cadillac Records?
Now that I couldn't
Or was there
tell you.
another movie called Cadillac Records? Anyway, Jamie Foxx, his character, it is, but I don't really care. His character had a song, and in the song, he's like, step into the bedside. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That's you. You're stepping into the bedside with all these swipes.
I am. There is a movie called Cadillac Records.
Okay, so it's two different ones. So I'm thinking about Dreamgirls.
Yeah.
When Jamie Foxx's character sang that song.
Yeah, no. But Beyonce is on Cadillac Records. So.
I thought she was in both of them. There you go.
I think she is.
Yeah, she is in both. But I couldn't keep them straight. But Jamie Foxx, I don't think is in both. So that's how I can maybe, I don't know. Anyway, you step into the bad side when it comes to these that's the point swipes. There you go.
I am sick of the swipes. CEO went Saturday. I couldn't take it. Her cough was getting out of my last freaking nerves. So I said, I told the CFO, I said, take her. She's not gonna make it. It was more me. I wasn't gonna make it.
That's a little dramatic. She's not gonna make it. Because if she's not gonna make it, we're not going to the urgent care, we're going to the ER. Yeah. She's not gonna make it.
Yeah, but no, I was just done. I'm over it. I'm done. But everybody has antibiotics now, so no more swiping. I hope
not.
I hope I'm done because I've swiped
you set a record for the month.
I did. I should have looked through my bank account, which it doesn't matter because, like I told you, I was using my credit card most of the time because. Yeah, it's like what budget?
Why not get those points? Get the points.
Exactly, I could get the points, and then I could order some stuff. Yeah, I could do that. That'll work. Get some cash back, whatever. Because I was like, this is ridiculous. Even though the pharmacy guy, dadgummit, what do you call them people? Anyways,
the pharmacist,
the pharmacy tech, not the pharmacist, because he's not a pharmacist. He's like, you'll be back. I said, shut up. And no sooner
job security
was up there Friday, turned back around, was up there Saturday. Yes, I was back.
Oh my God.
And I think I'd already been up there like 4 times last week anyway. So yeah.
So you need to post a picture of all of y'all's medications for the month. Just literally every prescription. I just want to see it in one photo.
Everybody's medicine, everything that everybody's taken.
Hashtag Swipey September.
The SS pharmacy.
Yeah. Swipey September, or the September swipes. This is the result of all of our swipes for the month.
Oh my gosh, it was so
wow.
annoying. But anyway, we're all alive. We're, hopefully I won't be coughing my head off. That was I need a day to just like cough, because that's all I was doing was coughing. Like that's all our house is doing. It just sounds like
oh my gosh,
what is that? It's like a musical. I can't think of it. some kind of musical where no, I know what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of Animaniacs when Wacko was burping and he was burping to, I can't remember the name of the famous.
The fact that you know the name of the characters.
You've never watched Animaniacs?
I remember it, but my brother watched it, but I never watched it. Well, I thought it was weird.
Animaniacs was the best. And then of course they came out with their not rebrand, they came out with a new season, last year before, whatever. Love it. It's literally SNL but for kids. Because it has all of the current like jokes and stuff, and it was so, because I remember one of the episodes they had, it was Odysseus or one of them Greek gods. But anyways, my point was, back to what I was saying, Wacko was burping to a opera song, and I was thinking that is what our household sounds like.
Oh my gosh.
Is everybody just randomly coughing to some type
of song?
Because it's like everybody just starts coughing out of the blue, and it's just like, oh my God, I'm so sick of hearing this cough. So,
oh man.
But anyways, yeah, that was.
I'm happy I'm a man.
I am too. I'm sick of it, because it's like it'd be different if we knew what it was, but we don't have a clue what this crap is. It's
called the cooties.
Crud, cootie crud. That's what it is. Cootie crud.
Cootie crud.
But anyways, but literally what?
I was gonna say, when you don't know what it is, it's just the cooties.
It is. Yep. And I need folks to keep their cooties to themselves. But I went on that rant last week because y'all are nasty people and y'all don't wash your stinking hands.
Oh my God. So, but you know what I find weird?
What?
Really interesting is the fact that the deacon has not been sick.
That's I feel like it just kind of passed over. Like, you're supposed to put the blood of the lamb on the door post, and it's like you put it on yours and it's passed over your house, and somehow I didn't get the memo. I didn't get the text.
Oh, sorry.
Hey, put the lamb's blood on the door, and it just, yeah.
You didn't get the text message?
I didn't get the text message. God didn't put it in the clouds in the sky for me to.
You know what though? Like that maybe I don't know if the Egyptians may have gotten a text message. They would have been all right.
I'm just saying, they didn't want to hear. Like, I was trying to pay attention, but can't quite look at the clouds when I'm in the house all the time.
I know, coughing.
Exactly, coughing in the walls and stuff. But anyways, it's all good. We're all on like I said, we're on the mend. Everybody's has had antibiotics for at least 24 hours. So
okay,
we're good.
I'm glad.
Yeah, I'm happy, just because I don't feel like myself yet, but it's close. So, that's all great and wonderful. But anyway, so what have you been up to? Enough about me and my swipity swap swaps.
What have I been up to? Let's see. Working, and then I tried my hand at a little creativity.
Ooh, whoop whoop! Okay, wait.
Yeah.
How much duct tape did you use?
I didn't use duct tape, but this is gonna shock you. I actually was using ribbon and a hot glue gun.
Whoa!
Paint, even some glitter and glue.
Oh wow!
And
wow!
Some jewel tape. It's like bedazzle, but it's on the tape, so I don't have to sit there and like place each one.
Yeah.
It's just like on a strip, and you just peel and stick.
Mm-hmm.
I did that. Lots of ribbon.
So is this like a gift for somebody?
So I have a friend whose daughter is turned 21. And so they asked me to decorate for her party.
Okay.
Do the decorations.
Mm-hmm.
So like literally tablecloths. I had to make the centerpieces.
But you're so good at it.
No. I want to send you a picture.
Okay, send me a picture.
It's not a professional picture, so it's just a little quick shot. I'm waiting on the professional photos, but I'll send you What do you?
Because you're all about professional photos.
Yeah, I got a photographer.
That's what I'm saying. Like you will outsource the mess out of anything. And I'm like, all it takes is you like squatting a little bit, taking the photo a different angle. You're like, no,
it's not the same.
It's exactly the same. And I'm like, you can get the same. No, it's not the same. Okay, fine.
It's not. Number one. Okay, so this is the thing, because I don't want it to come across as, oh, she just likes to outsource stuff. Number one, I know what I'm good at. I know what I'm not. So I will outsource things that I'm not good at. But number two, I believe in protecting my time. So, for example, if I'm at an event, why do I want to walk around taking pictures and not embracing the moment? I want to enjoy the event that I've worked hard to plan, prepare, pay for, whatever all of the P's. No. So let's add one more P, photographer. Let that person, so that is definitely a post.
I'm writing it down right now. I'm writing it down.
I just thought about it. Plan, prepare,
and photography.
And pay, and then hashtag photographer. So I want to enjoy that, because so many people, and just vacations, their day-to-day lives, they're so trying to capture the memories, they don't enjoy the actual moment.
I feel that.
So I want to enjoy the moment, and you can capture the memories.
I got you. I feel that.
So that is why I believe in photographers as it relates to events. So I did a candy table. So I'll send you a photo of the candy table, and I did the centerpieces and things like that. So I tried my hand at a little arts and crafts for the week, and then I ended up burning myself with like literally burning myself with the hot glue.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't mean to, but I did. I burned myself. So yeah, that's that.
Oh my gosh, let me see this photo real quick.
So that's the candy table.
Oh my goodness.
This one's not a really good one, but it's the best one I have that does not have a photo of the birthday person in it, because I can't disclose that person's identity.
No.
And I even made candy bags for the candy table. Like I personalized them with I use my Cricut to make the. You've never heard of a Cricut?
Outside of an animal, bug.
No, it's like a machine that will cut things in any shape you want.
I think I just saw one of those when I was looking through Michael's the other day.
Yep. So I used that, and the first letter of the birthday kid's name. I put that on the actual gift bag.
I love those centerpieces.
Thanks. Guess what they are?
I don't know. They look so
tissue boxes.
Are you serious? Oh my gosh.
I was on a budget, and she wanted the square vases, but they were like $15 and up.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm definitely not paying that, because I did my wedding a million years ago, and I had these clear, but they were black smoky, because my colors for my wedding were black and white. And so they were like these smoked out vases. And like I had so many of them, I bought everything. And I had so many of them, I was trying to give them away, sell them. And so she was like, well, do you still have some more of your vases? And I'm like, I literally have been married for almost 15 years, and I just gave the last of them away last year.
Ooh.
And so I told her, no, I don't have, I had something like those chargers. I had over 300 black chargers. I was trying to sell those and give those away. And so I was like, nope, don't have the chargers anymore. Don't have the vases anymore. I finally decluttered that out of the attic. And so I went to go buy some. They were expensive. And I was like, she just needs the shape. What else has that shape and it's cheaper? I was like, tissue boxes. So they were $1.25. Took the tissue out. Cold and flu season's coming right around the corner.
I know, right?
So I put all those tissues in a Ziploc bag and then just used the boxes.
That was creative. And then you just took some
Thanks.
You just took like whatever the zebra print paper.
No, it was ribbon.
That's zebra ribbon?
Yeah, I just took two pieces. I cut the ribbon, put one on the top, one on the bottom, and then I had that jewel tape, put some on the top, on the bottom, and then a piece of blue tape in the middle. I mean, the ribbon in the middle, and tied it in.
Oh my goodness.
There you
are
go.
Very crafty.
Thank you.
And you said you don't like crafts. That's why you was asking me if I had any boxes.
Oh, the boxes, if you look, are on the I needed them for the candy table. I use the boxes as cake stand.
I see.
So those are like some old vinegar boxes I got from Sam's. I took the vinegar out and just wrapped them in a tablecloth. And then the one on the top is an Amazon box. And I wrapped that one up. And so I made it into a cake stand.
That is.
And then those are just like some 25-cent gift bags and some tissue paper on the, yep.
I am in love with. I am all for decorating on a budget. I do
yes,
not.
I did that.
You did that. You incorporated that well. Like that looked amazing. What? Give props to City. Woo woo. She went.
Okay, I'm done with the arts and crafts now.
Until next year. Okay, when the deacon's birthday.
Actually, no. I'm telling you, like this year for the deacon's birthday, I outsourced it. My mother-in-law is like all things decorating. And so she did it. She did it all. Like I literally just showed up.
Well, I didn't see a lot of everything because CFO he takes pictures, but he doesn't take like the pictures I would take. So I'm just happy he had the kids in most of the pictures.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the most important part.
That was the most important part. But I love doing decorating stuff like that. I love, but of course I sit here and craft all day long. Like I walked into Michael's the other day and I was just like, oh my gosh, I could live here. I could just live here, but everything is so expensive, so I can't live here.
You're too busy swiping in the doctor's office.
Exactly. I was too busy doing that. But I love to just sit there and do, well, we said that. I love doodling and stuff. So that right there, seeing those little birthday things together like that, and then seeing how inexpensively expensive it can get. Because, like on social media, they really push these crazy ideas. Like the birthday balloon number things, the number balloons for your birthday.
Oh yeah, we had those too.
Yeah, but I mean now they're not as expensive, but before it was like, oh my gosh, $20 for a number one.
Oh yeah, no, okay. You know how old you are.
Yeah, like you do not need to spend that much money and then turn around and spend $1 on helium. So you could walk around with some or the garland balloon thing. Like I was watching YouTube videos.
Oh, those are beautiful.
They're so pretty, but the work you have to put into making those, I was like,
that's something you outsource.
Oh my God. But that's what I'm watching these women who do it like for a living. And I'm going, how much rubber that is that you just blowing up to someone to come back through and pop after 4 hours?
But it's beautiful.
Oh, it's so gorgeous.
I'm all for it. Like for my brother's birthday a few weeks ago, we had 2 of them. And we gladly paid a balloon artist to do them because number one, I don't want to do it. Number 2, even if I wanted to, I don't have the time to.
Yeah.
Like there are better things I can do with my time. So I have this saying that you can pay with, right. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I have this saying that I always tell people, you're always going to pay for something. You're either going to pay for it with money or with time.
Yeah.
And you have to decide which one are you willing to part with when it comes to things, So if it comes to a balloon garland, by the time I learn how to do it, actually try to do it, mess up a few parts of it and fix that, I'd rather just pay with money because I know it'll be done right the first time and I can be doing something else with my time.
That is true. I agree. Yeah, and then on top of that, you'd have to buy a whole daggum, machine, the air machine thing.
I actually have one of those.
Oh my gosh. For what reason?
My mom. My child loves balloons. And so I had the manual pump to blow them up. Like when I was a stay-at-home mom, there was nothing for me like to stay up at night and literally blow up like 50 balloons in the middle of the night.
You can learn how to do them at that point.
When my kid woke up, we just had balloons everywhere. It's like a balloon palace. And so she was like, let me just get you an electric one. And it just has a nozzle. It's just a compressor.
It's just a small air compressor.
But what we didn't realize is it's very loud. And he doesn't like loud noises. So it's just packed up somewhere. I don't even know where I put it. because I can't use it anyway because he didn't like loud noises.
Oh my gosh. So. Yeah, no.
So if you need a balloon blower upper machine, let me know. You can borrow it.
I will look into it. I'm done with birthday parties for now, until the pastor turns 5. Yeah, 5. I have decided that they will get their first, second party. Then after that, 5, 10, 13, 15 or 16, 18, and then you're on your own. You just invite me at your 21 so I can drive you home if I don't turn up with you. And it's not because I don't want to. It's because of the time and the energy and just knowing my kids. Like the pastor, well, even the CEO, it's not that they don't like their friends. It's just they want to go do things. Well, I'm not paying $500 for your friends to go do things. We can all go do the things, but we ain't got to spend $500 to go do it. So I would rather just do the and then a lot of times it's, especially the CEO, she just wants to be around family mostly.
So that's wonderful.
So it's not that she don't love her friends, but doggone, she with them at school every day. You know, she gonna be with them on her birthday. You know,
so what's the point?
So what is the point?
They're doing something that day.
Yeah, exactly. They gonna sing her happy birthday and everything. Now, some of her friends that are not in her grade, well, they'll see, you know, they can see her after school, or, you know, we could do something, you know, in the cul-de-sac, basically. But as far as like actually throwing a big deal, like I'm gonna wait till you turn 10 and I'll do that. Because like her birthday's next month. And I was just having a meeting with the CFO about when, where, how, why, and what for.
Why and what for?
because we're leaning more towards no stuff and more memories. So we're leaning more towards what do you want to do, not what do you want. So she wanted to go to the beach, and I was like,
yes, I'm all for it. Can I be invited to that celebration?
I was like, I would love to take you, but it's literally in the middle of the school year. Like, let's push that.
School's not that important.
It's really not, but fall break and her birthday's like not long after that. And I was like, I don't want to, because she's not at that age yet where she can understand that her birthday could be celebrated a little earlier. Then, you know, it's still going to be a special day for her. And I don't want it to be like, well, you already got it. And then be like, oh, but it's my birthday today. So let's do that like later on. But then she said a couple of other things like, you know, she could do a trampoline park. She could do her favorite restaurant to eat at. She could go to the country. That's something that, you know, I could actually.
The country? No, that's not vacation. That's punishment.
No, that's not for you. For her, it's like, leave me here and let me just go and run wild.
Oh gosh, yes. Let me talk to her. She's confused.
She is so much of a.
As my grandma used to say, she's confused.
What is that? Did you send me something? Someone else sent me something that was like, oh no, I can't say that word. Never mind. It was a.
Please don't say the word. I don't even know what the word is. But if she's questioning it, it's not good.
It's not a good word. Anyways, but it was something with con in it. But anyways, besides the point. Okay. She's not confused. That's just where she wants to be. So it's like that, and I don't know. And of course she's at that age where she can make decisions on or requests like, hey, I want to do this for my birthday. I don't just want this. I want to do something. So I'm like, you know, we're trying to move our relationship enough to where it's like, okay, lean into what she wants, but be reasonable. And I'm sorry, but 8-year-old wanting a beach trip is not 100% reasonable. I'm sorry. If I can't get one for my anniversary, you can't get one for your 8 years.
Okay, I think it is, but hey, that's me.
But never mind.
You said, what do you want to do? You said, I want you to make memories. Okay, I want to make my memories at the beach.
Yeah, What?
Well,
And
my 4-year-old is asking to go, so like we're trying to figure out how to get there because technically we go every year for his birthday. So
yeah,
this is the first year he didn't go.
Yeah, what was wrong with y'all?
And he's upset about it.
He should be.
Well, he's in school that's regulated by the state, and so they follow the same like absentee rules that the state does
I keep
with public school.
forgetting. I keep forgetting.
I could care less. Again, school is not that important, especially at 4 years old. School's not that important.
Yeah.
But dad seems to think it is.
Yeah, same thing with the
So dad was like, no, let's not, because you already pull him out of school enough. Because I do. I don't care if he misses school, but I always make sure he has an excuse.
Give you one of your 10 parent excuses that you need for them.
I'll find you an excuse. No, they're like legit. I always get the doctor to give him one, but he still misses school. But anyway, so dad said no. So that's why we didn't go. But I'm all for it.
I guess.
And recently my memories came across on my phone. You know, they'll tell you a year ago what you were doing.
Yeah.
And literally around this time, every year we're at the beach. And this is the first year we're not going to be there. And I'm upset about it.
So sad. So sad.
I need to pick the CEO. Like the CEO and the deacon and I can just go. Like, we'll see y'all later.
Well, you got to take the pastor too because he's been boycotting and he wants to go. So
he's boycotting what?
I don't know. Just, every time he sees anything that has to do with the beach, he wants to go. So you have to take that one too. And I'll hide in the trunk.
2 kids want to go.
No, 2 adults.
Like you kind of want to.
No, I do. Yeah, I'm for it. I just don't think it's fair that I didn't get to go this year, but she can go.
Oh, wow.
So I'm just being that older child that's like, yeah, no.
Nope. If I didn't get it, you don't get it.
You don't exactly. Like, no. And my day came before yours. So no.
Oh, wow.
That's just that. But it may be in the future. We'll see. Finances, you know, we get our down payment for our medicines paid down. Maybe we could go later.
That's what I was gonna say. Had you all not been sick, you paid for the vacation.
Tell me about it. Like, probably should have just paid and gone down there, got some fresh air, and probably would have done us better.
Don't be like me and go to the beach and catch COVID.
Okay. Oh my gosh, that was when you messaged me. I was like, how?
I don't know. And then I went all the way to the beach to go to the ER. Yep.
Yeah. You text me. I'm like, one, how did you get down there? Because I don't even think you had told me you were down there. And I was like, one, how did you get down? Why did you drive all the way down there to go to the ER?
That's the longest trip to the emergency room ever.
I was so shocked.
I was like, no, I was down there for work. I had the whole time we were driving, I was having the hardest time breathing. But I didn't know what was going on. And this feels weird. I just was like, couldn't catch my breath. It was just weird, but it's just something I had never felt before. And now that I know what it was, rightfully so. And I kept fighting through it. In the house we stayed in, you had to go up 2 flights of like long flights of stairs, because you have to think about all the houses at the beach are built, you know.
Yeah,
you want to build them above sea level. So these are very steep steps. You had to go up 2 flights of steps to get to the bedrooms. So yeah, it winded I don't know if that even describes how I felt when I would get to the top. It got to the point where I went upstairs, I think twice. And the second time I went up, I was like, nope, I can't get down. And so anyway, that night I was asleep and I woke up and my heart was just like, I could tell my heart rate was up. And I was like, maybe I'm just hot. Because sometimes if I get hot, my heart rate goes up. So I got my fan, turned it on, and I dozed back off. Maybe about an hour later, I woke back up and my heart rate was still up. And that was with the fan blowing like directly in my face. And I was like, no, something's not right. And I was like, well, let me just sit up for a minute. I kept trying to not go to the ER. I couldn't take it anymore.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And I was like, I can't take it. I got to go somewhere to get some help. And so I told my husband, I was like, I got to go. And he's like, okay, that's what you want to do. Let's go. So I Googled it. We found the ER, the closest one. And yep, tested positive for flu and COVID.
Wow.
Yeah, I had both of them. So to this day, like I don't know like the symptoms I was feeling. I don't know which one to attribute the symptoms to.
Right.
I just know I felt like blah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Blah.
I understand. I can empathize. I cannot sympathize because as far as I know, we have not had it.
Oh wow, you don't ever want it.
Yeah, but I here lately with all this crud stuff we keep, I'm like, this has got to be it. It's just not registering anywhere. That's because I'm like, this makes no sense. None of us can breathe. Yeah. We're coughing and we feel like someone has like stomp, kick, drop kicked us in the chest.
Drop kicked you.
Yeah, and it's like, gosh, we just can't get rid of this crap. But anyways, no,
yeah,
I understand that.
I just say I want you all to feel better because that's no fun.
Yeah, I hated that because then I was like, what are y'all doing? And like, how did y'all, get it? And then I think a couple of days later, your husband was feeling better, but the rest of y'all were still.
Yeah, and I like literally 4 weeks after, I was still going to the doctor. Yeah, like they were checking me for pneumonia because I just could not catch my breath. Like 3 or 4 weeks later, yeah. So that's why I said, I joke and we laugh about you swiping, but swipe as many times as you need to, but get the help that you need.
Oh, definitely.
Like you kind of need to breathe, it's kind of like one of those things. It's not optional.
No, it could be optional, but you won't like the end result.
Legs and feet, you don't necessarily have to walk.
No, they have accommodations for that, but iron lung, like, that's not going to be very fun.
Those aren't trending anymore, so it's kind of hard to find one. They don't really even have iron lungs for real anymore. They have ventilators, okay?
Hashtag iron lung.
That is not even what we're supposed to be talking about today.
Well, we've touched on it a couple times. Relaxing.
What are the what's the topic for today? I don't even know.
Relaxing. What did I say? Relaxing. Because I haven't been able to relax. A recharge, relaxing and recharging.
So relaxing and recharging.
Yeah, that's what it was. But we kind of touched on a little bit, little things, hobbies, beach.
Yes, that's a great way to relax and recharge.
ER visit.
Great way to recharge. Load up on that saline.
Yeah, get you a nice oxygen tank.
Yeah, you're recharging. And the whole time you're charging on that card too.
Recharge. So that's funny. we kind of stepped on it a little bit. We stepped around it more than we even touched in it, but it's not good. But
that's hilarious.
So the things we do to recharge, the things we do to relax, and mainly because, well, I don't think you relaxed. I feel like you may have not been relaxing because you've been busy, but you just said, hey, you're busy. You were doing crafts and, working. So I was like, okay, well, you've been busy. And this past week, I have been busy burning rubber if it wasn't to the pharmacy or the doctor. So, when have we had a chance to drink a glass of water, take a deep breath, and like not have anything on our mind? It's like long enough just to breathe. Like your brain can't even breathe. And it's like, so what do you do? Or when was the last time? Or do you have it planned out? Like, where's the R&R? Where's it at?
We need premeditated rest and relaxation.
Oh my gosh.
I don't even have it. I don't even have any premeditated. Let's see. So I'm trying. This is what I'm doing this particular season in my life to make myself slow down. I still haven't really mastered it yet, but sort of kind of. I joined a small group this semester.
Okay.
And to make sure that I can focus on the discussion, I joined one that's during the day. So that I know my kiddo's at school.
Yeah.
And I don't have to make my kiddo feel like, oh, mommy's busy and she's ignoring me, because I feel like I do enough of that when I'm working. And so that's not ignore, but I know it comes across that way to a 4-year-old's brain.
Mom guilt.
Right. That's exactly what it is. So I joined a small group. So that's a way for me to recharge. I don't want to say relax because it's not relaxing because it's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of introspective work, but I think it's much needed. So that's one thing I'm doing. And then I'm going to start back walking. I think that'll be the other thing I'll do.
The perfect weather for you.
Yes, finally. I can finally start back walking again.
She's like, finally changed this weather. I can go outside and not bake.
Finally. Oh my gosh. Yes. I still can't go in the afternoon, but I can go in the morning.
Okay, cool. That's the times we go.
Not that I'm going. I'm just saying as far as the weather's concerned. It's still hot in the afternoon.
It is. Me and the pastor went to the local park your local park. And it was on one of the days last week where it was 100 degrees outside.
Oh gosh.
I didn't, this was the one week I did not look at the weather because I knew it was supposed to be sunny. And I think the highs was 88 or something like that. So it's not that bad. We got out there and it was noon. I said, buddy, my back, let's go. Sweating, and I normally don't care, but I guess because the week before it was not as hot and I got used to, I acclimated to it very quickly. And then add on being sick and not realizing you're sick, thinking, you're just kind of just getting over whatever, to, 100-degree heat index. And I'm going, I thought summer was over. I got mad. I was thinking of you when I was out there. I said, I'm acting like city because I'm getting mad at the sun for no reason. It's just sunning. Why am I mad at the sun?
Did you say it's sunning?
It's sunning. The sun is just sunning, and I'm out here pissed at the sun because it's being bright and hot.
It's sunning. It's like my child says, if you ask, you want to do such and such, if he doesn't want to, he'll say, "Nerp."
That's a good one.
That's how I feel about how hot it is. I want to go outside. Nerp. Don't want to.
Nerp.
Nerp. N-E-R-P. Nerp. That's ridiculous. Who wants to go outside and bake?
Not you.
Only thing that needs to be baking is cookies.
And a cake.
Okay, we can bake that too. Any type of confection, we can bake those.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, it's
okay. So for me, what I do for relaxing is when the pastor acts right, walking, exercising of any kind is very recharging for me. So being sick and not being able to walk, even though we started back last week, and of course we ended up having to quit because, can't breathe or you're coughing.
The cough came back.
Yeah. The very next day, the cough came back. Anyways, so had to quit. And, and of course I'm not doing any other kind of physical activity because your physical activity you're doing is trying to breathe and not cough or agitate your lungs so that you can. And then to relax, like I said, I've gotten into bullet journaling, the actual art of it. So planning my day is one thing. Reflecting is also a good way for me to relax too. So sitting down, planning my day, journaling, or what is it called? It's the opposite of planning when you, I can't think of what they call it. It's that, and then drawing, doodling, coming up with new spread ideas, spending money. Spending imaginary money, shopping online. So I'll sit there and my Amazon wish list just getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger because I'm spending imaginary money because I don't have it. So, and even if I did have it, I don't need to spend it on stickers. I need to be spending it on something else, like what the kids need or what I need. So yeah, that is pretty much it. I do also like to go hang out with folks. So the extrovert in me likes to go, out to eat, do activities, things like that. That recharges me, but it also drains me. Like I went out yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. And oh my gosh, and I'm not gonna say details because if you want to know that, you should join our Patreon. So there, plug made. Anyways, you wanna know where I was at, what I was doing this weekend? Patreon. Anyways,
I need to subscribe too because I want to know.
But I'm gonna tell you.
Oh, okay. I want to know.
But I'm gonna tell you. I'm not just sitting over here not telling you. Like,
okay.
I'm going to tell you.
I was waiting, and then she said, I won't tell you unless you join the Patreon. I was like, oh, gosh darn it, I need to go join.
Oh, I missed opportunity. A better commercial next time. I'll pay more attention and bite the bullet.
Okay.
I'll do the commercial right next time.
Okay.
I did the commercial wrong this time. Anyways, but
but
yeah, so the extra, yeah, and I do like hanging around other people, not like-minded people, because I don't like an echo chamber, but I like hanging around people who are a little bit different than me. That recharges me. And I don't know why that recharges me. Like, I don't want to argue. I just like hearing that different perspective. Yeah.
I'm with you on that.
And it kind of just, I don't know, it's almost like it's a challenge or something. It just sparks something in my head that makes me go, like, it just gives me a little fuel. I don't know why, it just does. And but that recharges me. And I think that's about it. I used to be baking until life, turning above the age of 35, and you can only eat so much of certain things. So
yeah,
you can't bake as much as you want. So cook, no, I never like cooking. Cooking stresses me out. Cooking makes me hot. Hate cooking.
Interesting.
Yes, cooking is the worst. I actually, when my mom was trying to teach me to cook, I'd mess up on purpose, so she'd kick me out the kitchen.
I'm chilling.
Well, she's just gonna hear it later anyway. So I used to prank my mom so bad when she, because I wouldn't want to do whatever.
That's messed up.
I would prank.
That's so messed up.
One time she was making, that is also something that it doesn't relax me, but it recharges me. It's pranking people. I used to do it at my old job, and we did birthday pranks. So, like, you'd wrap up everything on their desk in wrapping paper for their birthday, and of course, or you'd hide their stuff. And since it was a doctor's office, you have all the places that you could hide, stethoscopes, pens, whatever. So yeah, you decorate their desk or whatever. One of them, one doctor, we put balloons. We just blew up a whole bunch of black balloons and threw them in her office. So when she got in, she was cussing. It was so funny. She was like, "What the bleep's going
on?" Oh my gosh.
And she wasn't mad. She was just like, she walks in and she was just like, yeah, it was every bleep. And I was dying. It was so much, because she's such a,
oh my gosh.
She's such a very stoic and relaxed individual. So to like rile her up, it doesn't take much to rile her up if it's really something stupid. But if it's a prank, oh my gosh, you're gonna get a rise out of her.
Gosh.
It was because she thought she just got like a nice little poster, and we take her out, and so she thought the Joker opened up her. She's like, can't get in here and do anything.
I don't even peg you as a prankster.
Oh yeah, I didn't. Don't get me with the wrong ones, but yeah, I do like doing those type of pranks. There was something I was gonna say before the prank deal, before I was saying about the doctor. But anyways, but yeah, I don't know why, but that recharges me. Oh, my mom in the kitchen. That's what I was talking about. She was making our lunches for school, and she was making PB&J, and we were all sitting down eating dinner. She's hustling, bustling around, and I'm just sitting here watching her hustle and bustle. And she pulls the peanut butter out the cabinet. She goes to get the jelly out the refrigerator, and she goes back to get like, and she's walking in zigzags because like she could have did all this in like one little area, but she just kept. I'm like, why is she so frustrated? Like, what's the deal? And then I grabbed the peanut butter off the table and I just set it in my lap underneath the table. And I'm sitting there and I'm watching her run
Oh
around back
my
and forth. And she's just running and ripping because she went to go get like the spoon and the knife. And she's back and forth and she's looking and she's opening up every cabinet in the kitchen. And I'm sitting there eating like I ain't done nothing. And then I was like, finally, I said,
Oh, you're
Mom,
gonna
what are
get
you?
it.
Huh?
You're gonna get it. I'm waiting on this.
I was like, Mom, what are you doing? She's like, I'm looking for the peanut. I thought I brought the peanut butter down. She's like, I was like, you brought the peanut butter down, Mom? She's like, yeah, I did. I know I brought the peanut butter down. I gotta make you lunch. Like, where is the peanut butter? I know I just brought it down. Where is it at? And I'm just sitting there eating, acting like I ain't done nothing. I'm sitting there with the straightest face ever. My siblings don't even know what I've done either because I literally like just swiped it real quick. And I think I finished eating. Was I finished eating? No, I just couldn't take it anymore. So I think at that point she was like looking under the kitchen sink.
Oh my gosh.
And I was like,
and she knows for a fact she never put the
She
never even put it there.
Exactly. I think she looked in the stove. She walked over to her washer and dryer where she think she was looking there.
Oh my God.
And I finally put it on the table when she was like bent over looking at something. And then she looked, I said, Mom, it's right here on the table. And she looked at it, she's like, it was not there. I was like, Mom, it's right there. It's right there. She's like, did you? And I was like, I just started laughing. And I think she started hitting me with a dish towel or something like that. She was wailing on me.
I
was laughing.
Joke's on you now.
It didn't matter. I was laughing so hard. She's like, you're just like your aunt, always pranking somebody. Don't know when to quit pranking people. And I just couldn't help myself.
Did you get the, you play too much?
Yeah. I was like, y'all, you're playing too much. Always doing something. You get no business. Got me over here thinking I'm crazy.
Yes. That definitely reminds me of that episode of The Cosby Show. When Claire had the money on the counter for the dry cleaning.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's like $2.24 is what Rudy took. Oh, yeah. That's exactly that.
Yep. That was that. That's what that was.
I can't believe you.
Oh, yeah. I'm bad about it.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
I am the worst. I have pranked. Well, I just kind of, and my mom, she's so easy to trick. That's the thing. Like one day I had bought her birthday gift and she rode with me to the store or something like that. And her gift was in the trunk, just sitting there looking her dead in the face. She drove all the way back. And I think we had act like we didn't remember her day or something like that. I think that was one of the things we were doing or something of that name. Or we didn't get her anything. That's what it was. We just said happy birthday and everything. So I'd be doggone if I don't wish my mom had she'll cut me open alive and then sew me back together and then call the cops and tell them what she did.
And dare them to come arrest her.
Exactly.
Yeah, I did it.
So and I was like, she even helped picked up her gift and got it in the house. Like she picked it up.
How'd you manage to make her do that?
She don't pay attention. Like she doesn't. The same way with that peanut butter. She wasn't paying a lick of attention. So it's just, she just don't pay attention. And I think we ended up getting into her or something like that. She was crying and boohooing. She's like, y'all made me feel like a heel because I'm, doing all this work on my birthday and and my gift's right here in my hand. And she was just so, and my mom, she's very emotional anyway. So I love her to death. That's how emotional she is. Because she's just it's so real and raw. Like right when it happens, it's so real and raw. But when she said, I feel like a old crusty heel. And I was like, okay, now I can't even take you seriously. A crusty heel?
Oh, crusty. Okay.
Yep.
Oh God.
That's my mother. That's Mother Country. She is a hoot. I
enjoy. She feels like a crusty heel.
Oh my gosh, I love messing with my mother because she's just so easy to mess with. But yeah, pranking is so much fun. I don't know how I got on a pranking. Yeah,
I
deep
don't know
recharges.
either. Maybe that's how you rest and recharge.
It is how I rest and recharge. It's coming up with pranks.
Pranking people.
Which I'm not one of those malicious prankers like, you see on them YouTube videos. No, it's something that's easily doable, doesn't cost me a lot of money. No losing money. I'm not like, I'm not busting phones or
okay,
acting like I'm gonna run somebody over or something. Like, no, not doing that mess. But I'm pretty.
So my husband's coworkers, they pranked him one time, and it was so simple. So they have phones in their offices, and so they taped down, like they have the old school like office phones. So you have to pick up the receiver, and then once you pick it up, the little thing in the center pops up. They taped it down, so his phone is ringing. He picks it up to answer, but the phone is still ringing. And it literally took him about 10, 15 seconds to realize that it was taped down. The I don't know what you call it, but the little button, the receiver button, was taped down. So he's like, hello, hello, hello. And it's still just ringing. And then that was one time. Then another time they have the VoIP phones. And they have like personalized screens. And they reprogrammed his phone to say something like stupid, like let's just say it was like, I love to poop or something. I'm just making something up, but whatever it was not his screen. They just reprogrammed his phone to display an obscene message. So
that's hilarious.
No, it's not. It really isn't. So now he has to reprogram his phone. He's like, who did this to my phone?
He's gonna tell it.
It has an image. Like, so you can put an image and then the text over it. And so the image they have like a butt, and then whatever the words were, it was weird. And I was just thinking, like, I would have been pissed because I don't like pranks, number one.
Yeah.
Especially something like that. Now I have to waste my time fixing my phone settings because y'all wanted to mess with me.
Oh my gosh. Oh, one person, because I didn't know about it, speaking of like tech stuff, they flipped my screen. No, they didn't flip my screen. They flipped somebody else's screen in the office. And they're like, how do you fix, like, my screen is upside down? Like, so they thought that the monitor was like upside down. And so they like were trying to flip it right side up. So even the mouse and everything was like backwards, like it would move backwards.
Oh my God.
The image on the screen was flipped upside down. So there's like a button function, something where you can flip the screen to where it flips the entire image upside down. And I don't know how they did it, but they had done it, and that person was freaking out. I was dying laughing because I was just like, whoever did this is a genius. Because obviously you can change it back. It's just the fact that you probably need to Google. Well, you can't Google because everything's backwards. Right is left, left is right, up is down, down is up, and you're trying to.
This is crazy.
And I'm just like, oh my gosh! And if everybody else is on their computer doing whatever. And so, like, I think it was like they were trying to clock in or something, come back from lunch. They were like the last one.
Oh my God.
I was next. I died. Oh, I remember what my coworkers did to me. So I worked, let's just say I worked in a lab. That can kind of cover a lot of things that I did. And as a lab, there's a lot of specimens that you can receive. One of my worst ones to receive was urine. And the reason why is because it's just a lot of it. It's just so much. And people don't follow directions. So when you go to your doctor, and there's normally a little window in the bathroom where you can put your urine cup to pass through, and it goes to the lab. And it's just a little wall, little door. You open it, you put the cup in, you close it, and then the person on the other side can open and get it discreetly. So you're not walking around with your pee cup in your hand, which also is disgusting because you should be washing your hands after you pee and after you touch your specimen. Because obviously it's getting tested for something and you're nasty. So anyways,
oh my gosh.
One of my pet peeves was that they would not use that door. They would come out of the bathroom holding it. And I'm going, you're disgusting. You literally have probably peed all over that cup. And then you call yourself either holding it barehanded or with a paper towel and wanting to hand it to, and that is disgusting because you don't go back in there and wash your hands. So
that's what I have. I mean, at my doctor's office, that's what I have to do.
You have to bring it out and then go back in and wash your hands?
Well, I take it. Well, the room. Okay, this is gonna sound bad. Do not laugh. Okay. The room, the doctor's office room, has a bathroom attached.
Okay.
So you just come out of the bathroom, and I would just sit it on the counter. Like I would have a paper towel, sit it on the counter, and then I would run back and wash my hands.
Okay, that's okay though for the most part, because they can come in and they can still get it, but you're not coming out of the restroom to go back into the common place where everybody is at to, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a way that you can go back in and clean your hands, and then some doctors' offices have sinks in their
in the room, or some of them will say like there's a place where you would leave it and they'll go in the bathroom and get it for
exactly
you.
Yeah, that's that too.
And this is a whole, I know it's an aside. I was just thinking like, well, I've done that before. Now I'm nasty too.
Yeah, no. It's still, and then of course I know you gonna wash hand and sanitize.
I will wash it all. I'll wash the pee.
You'll wash the outside of the cup if you want. If you really have,
I might drop a few drops of bleach inside. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna bleach this baby.
Y'all gotta worry about me. Y'all got to worry about me. Anyways, so one of my pet peeves was that they would come and they would either try to hand it to me, or there was the way it was kind of set up. There was this other, like, it was a decorative like space that had like a little hole in it that I don't know why there was a hole. If they put it there on the counter, and on that counter space there was actually paperwork and other patient documents and stuff like that on the counter. That's not where it would go. Oh my
gosh.
So I was late coming. I was one of those people. That's the other thing. You don't ever want to be the last one to come back from lunch. You just don't. And I came back, and I think I had just had that rant about how they just come out and they just want to hand it. Just like I have no gloves on. I had none of this, none of that. And lo and behold, I come, because on the desk that I worked on, I had patient paperwork and stuff, and like where I write my pens, and so that's not where specimens would go. And someone had put a urine cup on my desk.
No.
And had, oh my gosh, lid and everything, like the cup, specimen, everything. I was like, who did it? And it didn't have a name on it either. So that was the other thing that flipped me out, because I was just like, how am I supposed to know who this is? What is this? Who put this here? And I was just like, did anybody know whose is it? Two, who did this? Doctor comes over, and he's dying laughing over in his area. He's over there shaking like a paint mixer. I didn't know that he was doing this. He comes over, he grabs the cup, takes the lid off, and takes a huge swig. I'm sitting there with my eyes wide open, like,
oh my gosh.
What in the world is she? He said it was tea, and he just throws it away. And I was like, you got me, because I was like, what in the world? Because I think I actually picked it up with the glove and was like, who did this? What is it? Because I mean, honestly, working in the lab, you see urine of all different types of colors, and it could be
not that color.
Yeah, it could be dark brown. It could be that color. And that's why I believed it. I believed it was pee. And I was like, it is nasty. On top of that, I was like, this person has blood in their urine. They've got an infection. And they put this right here on my desk where I put my papers, pens, and I can have food on that side too, because it's not actually in the lab part. So you can have food on, and it says, so yeah, I was done. So I was like, get Clorox wipes, trying to wipe the desk down, everything. And oh my gosh, I was so freaked out. But yeah, they got me good on that one. That was one I laughed at for a while. I was so angry. And then when he took that swig, but then he came back and he was like, well, back in the day, before they realized how you can test for like sugar and stuff in your urine, the doctor would have to taste it. And I went, oh, that's nasty. Why would you do that?
Well, they say technically it's sterile. Not
when it's infected. It's not.
Oh yeah, Good point.
Not when it's infected. You sitting there tasting infected pee. Like, no, thank you.
Ew.
But yeah, I do like that. I do. I really do like that. Like I said, at first I was furious. I was about to flip the whole damn doctor's office up. But
you got a taste of your own medicine.
I did. And it's just it's fine though. I don't take it to heart when you prank me, especially if it's done in good will, like for a good laugh, because I want to laugh. I don't have a problem with laughing. And like I said, as long as it doesn't take up a ton of time, like you said, and it's not ill will, you're not just doing it to be a bully, you're doing it and everybody can get a good laugh, then that's fine. So once you get to that, you've offended somebody, and it's not offended somebody because, oh, they're being soft or whatever. No, like you literally are doing something malicious to hurt someone. It's no longer funny. It's like, I equate that to like hazing in college, like for sororities, fraternities, that kind of stuff. It's like, it's no longer, you're doing it for the benefit of a person. You're just doing it for your own entertainment. And I don't see how that's entertainment.
Yeah, that's bullying.
Yeah, borderline torture.
I totally agree.
So, but anyways, moral, unless you have a prank that's happened to you.
No, I don't do pranks.
Well, not saying you don't do pranks, just saying one that probably happened to you.
Oh no, that's what I mean. Like, no, I don't believe in anybody pranking me. Like, people know, like, don't do that.
So if they did prank you, it will go
left. It will go left real quick. I'm saying I'm not gonna laugh. It's not funny.
Oh, so
it'll turn violent. No.
Why? But why?
I don't like them. I think they're stupid. So why are we gonna go there? Just don't go there with me. Please don't. That's what I just like. My husband he loves to prank people. So I can share plenty of the ones that he's done. But the stuff that he's done, I can see somebody getting shot.
Whoa, wait a minute.
Like, no questions asked.
Wait a minute.
No.
So you've never been pranked, or you're not even going to acknowledge the fact that you possibly have been pranked?
No, like, nobody pranks me.
Oh, okay.
I don't like them. Like, it's one of those, like, people just respect my boundaries with that one.
Yeah. No, yeah,
I just don't like them.
Yeah.
Like my child thinks he pranks me. So like, he's already at that point, and nobody's ever taught him this. He just he's his father's child. The other day, I thought he was in his room playing, and I was in the kitchen cooking or something. And they always say when a toddler's too quiet, something's going on.
Yeah.
Didn't even think anything of it. And as small as my house is, I don't know how he got past me. And I'm just cooking up a storm, got my earbuds in, cooking. I reach in the pantry to get something, and he jumps out at me. I screamed. Whatever's in my hand, I threw it. Like, he literally flew across the kitchen. And he's just cracking up. And my husband comes in the room. He's like, what's going on? I was like, your child was crouching, like, in the dark, in a dark pantry. Like, you don't even like dark spaces, but you sat there quietly. Because whenever I'm in the house, I always have just one earbud in, not both.
Yeah.
So I can hear things. Never heard him. So that meant this was intentional. This was premeditated. And I just stood there and I said, get your child. And so he got him, and I heard him walking away. He was like, hey, kiddo, that was funny, wasn't it? He's like, but let me tell you, we don't prank mommy.
Mommy will kill you.
Like, he almost got hit, like, literally almost got hit in the chest.
Oh my gosh,
I'm just gonna start swinging. It was just somebody jumping. Like, I didn't know it was my kid. I just saw somebody jump at me. Like, what is this? And thank God I didn't have, like, I wasn't reaching in the cabinet with a knife in my hand or something, because I just started swinging my arms.
Oh my gosh.
That's why I said it's just like, it's better if nobody does that, because I don't know.
I respect people who say don't prank me. They don't like them, and I'm like, okay, that's fine. I won't prank you. And then I do question if I prank someone, how far do you take it? Because, like I said, they could
But
be
that's the
taken way too
point. You
far.
don't know how far to go. So let's just not do it at all.
Well, depending on the person, it depends. It's like, I don't know. It's some, like I said, there's certain ones you just don't go far with. But I'm sorry, that was hilarious.
No, it wasn't.
Sorry, you got scared.
I mean, like, it just scared the living daylights out of me. And so, okay, let me give you a good one. Something my husband did as a kid. Okay, so you remember those old school 80s, late 80s, early 90s? We called them balls, but like they were like these barrettes you would put in a little girl's hair. But they were like these they were like marbles on each end.
Yep, I hate them things.
Okay, so he and his cousin cut them so that he just basically had two big marbles. So he took the elastic from that was connecting them.
Mm-hmm.
They cut that off. They took a lighter, like a cigarette lighter, and heated up the balls until they weren't molten, but they were like extremely hot. Mm-hmm. They couldn't even handle them. They had like tweezers.
Wow.
They had a grandfather who was already walking on a cane. They heated up the balls, snuck in his room, put the ball like right before he was waking up, put the ball like right under where his foot would go when he was getting out of the bed. Granddad steps on the balls, runs down the hallway. He still has the cane in his hand, and he's just running and cursing quite loudly. So the story's been told to me. And I'm thinking, you could have given this man like 3rd-degree burns on the bottom of his foot. He would have hurt. I mean, if he's on a cane, obviously something else is messed up with his extremities. And that made sense to you all to do. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's one thing. Another one. His aunts who lived next door, they were having choir, like the ladies' choir. They were all kind of having a hangout on a Friday night, Saturday night. Mm-hmm. And again, all of his family lives like on one street. Mm-hmm. So aunts lived next door, and the kitchen window was up. This is back in the late 80s, early 90s, where people would leave front doors unlocked. Right. Like that. So the kitchen window is up. They're all hanging out in the dining room, which is adjacent to the kitchen. He's just listening to them talk and laugh and all that. He decided to take some like firecrackers. And the window typically is over the kitchen sink. Mm-hmm. He takes the firecrackers, he lights them, throws them in the window, knowing they're going to go in the sink, and then they start shooting. He hears the ladies that they're sitting around the living room, dining room area. He hears the ladies hit the floor. They're like, get down, get down, get down. Somebody's shooting, somebody's shooting. Mm-hmm. He hears one of the ladies says, oh no, I've been shot. I've been shot. At this point, he's like 8 years old, 9 years old. He is like weak laughing. Like he's literally falling on the ground in the backyard, dying laughing. Oh my gosh. And so like when the smoke clears, literally, the dust settles and everybody's like quiet. Mm-hmm. And they hear this faint laughing. Mm-hmm. Someone goes to look out of the window. That's when we see the firecrackers in the sink. And you look out the window, you see him on the ground laughing. And that's when they put two and two together, realize it's him. And there was one lady in the crowd who was like me, did not like being pranked. Like his aunts, they just burst into laughter, thinking, oh my gosh, you got us, you got us. There was one lady from the church who did not like it, and she started screaming and yelling at him and threatened to call Child Protective Services on his parents, saying that he was an unsupervised child. Oh my God. That he needed to be raised better. His parents are not doing their job. Oh yeah, it was bad. Oh my God. See, that's me. That lady is me. That sounds like you just don't want to be embarrassed though. Like you don't want nobody poking fun at your expense. That's not poking fun. You can poke fun all day. I don't care. That's a jarring experience. Like, I'm just thinking like, this is again, me going off the deep end, but What if somebody has blood pressure issues? You just stress them the heck out. Their blood pressure could have skyrocketed and they could have stroked out because you want to play a prank. It's not that deep. It's stupid.
I did think that the person that said they got shot had a heart attack, and I was like, oh no.
Like, we're hitting.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, dadgummit. They think they got shot, and it's really they having a heart attack.
That's the thing about a prank. Like you said, you don't know how far is too far.
I know.
So I err on the side of caution and just let's not do it.
That was a good. I would have never done that because.
Oh gosh, we have plenty. I'm telling you, my husband is the king.
I did do this one. It turned out to be a prank, but we didn't intend for it to be a prank. And living in the country, my great grandmother, she had a farm, and this farm was smaller though because of her age. You know, she only had a few animals. Like I think the cow had died at that point. So all she had was like chickens, pigs.
Not the cow.
Yeah, that was a giant cow. I was scared of that cow, mainly because it was huge. And then
it didn't die, by the way. She ate it.
No, I think it was too old to be eaten. I think it was just around for milk. Oh, yeah, okay. It was a she cow, whatever you call them. Anyways, so all she had was chickens, pigs, dogs. I think there may have been something else I can't remember. So yeah, eggs, milk, and the pig, they were too old for bacon too. So it was just. I'm like, why are we?
Did she use that one for milk?
No, it was for scraps. So like, you know, you throw your food out, you feed the pig, and so that was your compost. You fed the pig. There you go. You didn't have to worry about trash or anything like. Because what we did before we had common, like now, someone come picks up your trash. You burned your paper. You burned what you could burn, because that also could turn into the ashes could be fertilizer, and you took the food scraps and you fed them to the animals. So not the bones and all that stuff, but that's what and the pig of course ate the worst of the stuff, so that's what you fed the pig, and there you go. That's how you handled your food scraps. Anyways, yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. This is a whole other conversation. I have questions. I'll ask them later.
Okay.
Continue with this particular.
So we had to go take the slop to the pig, to feed the pig. And one of my cousins, she's mean. Let's just put it that way. She's mean. Her and her brother just mean. They're mean people. Well, we learned our lesson from feeding the pig before. You throw, when the pig sees the bucket, it's going to come charging to the edge of the fence. So you've got to hurry and get there and throw it in the trough and then back up like as fast as you can. And because if not, the pig will get covered in the slop. And pigs don't like to be covered in slop. Uncommon to, you know, what cartoons tell you, pig like mud. Not really. Anyways, so me, my little cousin, and his sister all went out to go feed the pig, and we threw it in there. Me and my little cousin, we backed all the way up, and we kept trying to tell big cousin, you need to back up. She's like, no, I don't have to. We don't have to back up. I'm trying to make sure y'all don't throw it in there good enough. Da da da. Well, Mr. Pig was unhappy that some of the slop had gotten on him, and he shook like a dog. It got all over big cousin. Me and little cousin laid in the floor dying laughing. Y'all did this. And she was so mad. She's like, y'all did it on purpose. Y'all knew it was gonna happen. I was like, we told you to back up though. So it's kind of like a prank, but not really, even though we did want to get her back for something, but we weren't expecting that to happen. Cousin. That was on her. It was like, we tried to tell you. And she was covered in food. And this is like about probably a week worth of discarded food. And it was, oh my gosh, it was so funny. She was covered from head to toe in pig slop. It was so funny.
That's gross.
Yeah, it was gross, but it was hilarious because she deserved it. So the side of her being mean to us, and like I said, I can't remember what she did before. It was like, we're gonna get her back one day. Well, there you go. She got it.
Well, one day came sooner rather than later.
It sure did. She didn't care. But yeah, I think my favorite thing also to do is to scare people. It's something about, watching them jump or whatever. It's hilarious, whether I do it on purpose or not. And what is stupid is, though, I get scared very easily myself. Like, because the CFO will walk in a room and I will not hear him come in, and he'll come in, he'll start talking, and I will cuss, fuss, throw whatever. And I'll be like, when'd you get in here? Like, stop doing that. And sometimes I laugh about it later, but most times I'm just like, make sure my heart rate's great.
Right. Yeah, that's what I don't like, to be startled. My husband's to the point, like, if my back is to the door and he's walking in the room like at night or something, or if the light is on, he might flick the light switch just so I'll, like, he just don't walk in on me. Just so you know. I've been known, right? But I've been known to, like, if I get startled, if something's in my hand, I'll throw it.
I'll make sure I am on the left side. No,
or I may swing, like,
just away from you. In general.
I almost punched my assistant principal in the face one time because he walked up on me behind, like, he walked up like right behind me. And when I realized that he was like right up on us, I don't do that, and I just swung. Thank God he ducked. He ducked, and I said, "Don't do that again. Don't walk up on me. Not from behind. I don't like that. Like, if you were that close to get hit by me from swinging, that's on you. I'm not apologizing for that."
Okay, so I'm gonna equate this to my little sister and tickling. So she hates being tickled.
Oh, I hate that. Yeah, don't do that.
Okay, because she will fight. She hit my brother-in-law so daggum hard. She created a fat cell on his body, like some kind of mass of fat. Like, she hit him so hard it moved the fat to the surface. And he's a very fit guy, so I didn't think he had no fat on him anywhere, honestly. And
he has something there now.
He had to get it surgically removed, but he was tickling her. Yeah, he had to get it surgically removed. She punched him that hard, and they were like playing around, and he tickled her. She hauled off, punched him so hard he got a fat cell.
I don't like being tickled,
so I will equate that to that, because I'm like, I understand not liking pranks, because, like I said, sometimes they can be taken too far. But you think this is the one time you don't think unicorns and rainbows. You think the worst case scenario is gonna happen.
Yeah, I can't even articulate what I don't like I'm not an adrenaline junkie. That's the other thing. I do not like surges of adrenaline.
Yeah.
So some people may find that sensation pleasurable.
Right.
For me, it's like literally painful.
That's understandable.
So yeah, that's what I don't like roller coasters.
Okay. Not
that I'm afraid of the speed or anything like that. I just don't like that sensation. Like, I don't like the drops because of the adrenaline rush. Like, I think life gives you enough adrenaline. We're not gonna go and strap ourselves into a moving car to get that. Like, paying bills is adrenaline rush enough for me. Paying bills. Being Black in America, that's the adrenaline rush that I get every day.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
So I'm not paying for an adrenaline rush. Nor do I want anybody to give me one that I didn't ask for, i.e. a prank.
Got you. Understand.
But my husband loves them. And people try to prank him and they never can get him.
Because as a prankster, you're always prepared. I'm not a pro pranker though, so I get got. And I don't mind it though. But a pro pranker.
You're a good sport.
Oh yeah. It doesn't bother me. I don't care. It doesn't, it's like I said, as long as it's not taken to the extreme, where someone could possibly get hurt. Like, speaking of the deacon hiding in the
oh gosh, I almost knocked my kid out.
I actually had to make a mental note because the pastor, the little toy kitchen that the CEO has passed down to the pastor, he has realized that he can fold himself up into like the dishwasher part of the oven part.
What?
Yeah. And I was like, I think I walked in, I can't remember how it all went down actually, but I walked in there and I was like, I said, where's your brother? And she's like, he's in the kitchen. I said, he's not in the kitchen. Like, I came up here because he's up here playing with cheese. She's like, no, Mom, look, he's in the kitchen. I look in this little window, I see his shirt, and I'm going, How did he get in there? And I'm sitting here thinking, don't do that again. Please don't do that again. Because we play hide and seek. I'm not gonna think, go look in the toy kitchen. He done folded himself up. And
I cannot even believe that he can. I'm thinking about my child's kitchen and how small that space is. I'm trying to figure out if it's the same exact space, how did he even fit?
Well, the one we got is one of those, well, we tried to get one that was like real wood kind of deal. But I mean, it's probably about 4 foot high and 3.5 foot long, maybe. So you've got a thin part for the refrigerator. You've got a spot for the stove and a spot for the dishwasher. So it's about the size of, I guess, a little cabinet. Like if you take 2 cabinet doors in your kitchen, let's say it's about that size of a kitchen. So yeah, he could fit in, not the cabinet door size. I'm just talking about like not how tall. They're not that tall. Just like the bottom shelf part. He could fold himself up in there. And he did. He squeezed right up in there. And I was just like, oh my gosh. Well, then he stopped after. I think he got stuck. I think his shirt got stuck on one of the like little hook things, or his hair got stuck or something like that. And he never went back in there again and tried. I was like, well, that helps. Because, I don't have time for that. Y'all already be hiding in places I can't even, because I think one time we were playing hide and seek and the CEO hid in between and our front door. I have a little mirror a little short vanity mirror thing. And I was looking and I really couldn't find her. And she had like squeezed in between this little like 1.5 foot section on the floor next to the front door and this little piece of furniture. And I was just like, oh my gosh.
Y'all are serious hide and go seekers.
Oh yeah. Well, as serious the CEO is, pastor, he's still learning. He thinks when you say rated R, here I come, he's supposed to come out and say boo.
Right. That's what mine's still. Yeah, we're still there, so we're good.
Yeah. So
we're finally starting to switch to that. But yeah, I'm not into that. See, that's another game I really don't like to play.
Too much suspense.
Right. Hence why I don't watch scary movies or drama movies, because for what?
The suspense. So you don't like the reality shows where they'll be like, can you win like what is it? Lego Masters, the baking shows, things like that, because of all their suspenseful. Next week.
I don't watch. No, I don't watch those, but it's not because of the suspense. It's just not,
not your type of show.
It doesn't appeal. Yeah, the competition shows really don't appeal to me.
That's what they are. Competition reality shows.
But more like, I don't know, like the Lifetime movies where the woman is always crazy and she's killing somebody. I'm not.
Yeah, no, thank you. I'm done with that. I don't like Lifetime anyway. So it's too much. It's too much of the. It's not even Me Too movement stuff. It's just like the woman always has to be going crazy.
Right. It's more like why are we all gonna be painted that light?
Yeah, like why she got to be going crazy because her husband is cheating on her with the secretary, and it's the same mindset. So like it's the same trope. It's always the husband does something to push her off the edge, or the boyfriend does something, and it's like, oh my gosh, like empower women, yes, but we don't have to all go crazy in the process.
Right. So yeah, it's like those types of movies I'm not gonna watch, and I don't know. It's hence why I like rom-coms. That's my favorite genre.
I find them.
I'm all about a good Hallmark movie, a good cheesy.
Oh my gosh.
Hallmark movie. That's what I like to watch.
No, thank you. So when it comes down to what is it? Well, no, this would be your perfect time of year, the warm fuzzy sweaters and the drinking hot cocoa by the fire and trick-or-treaters and we all become this blended family.
Okay, we can cut out the trick-or-treat. No, not doing that.
Well, I was just going with the fall theme of
I hate trick-or-treaters. I just don't like.
Well, I'll make sure I come to your house
Please
and knock on your door.
Please don't. I'm the person who turns off my lights. Like, please do not ring my doorbell. And they still ring it anyway.
Well, I turn my lights off too. And they don't come.
Why am I gonna go buy candy?
To give it away?
Okay, I'm not. Yeah, that makes no sense. That's a waste of money. But hey.
Yeah, especially why would I go buy candy that I could wait until the next day and buy it half off again?
Okay.
And get what I want, not get what you think I want.
And the thing about it is, I don't even eat candy.
Yes,
so I really am just. Yeah. I'm really buying candy. Like I'm buying something for somebody else. Unless we can pass out vegan. Like, can I buy something I want to eat? Like,
I mean, you can.
Nobody's gonna want it though.
And just sit. Well, then just sit there in the driveway and eat it in their face.
And eat my candy. That's the Halloween version of a Scrooge.
Sit there with your apple pie.
It's organic vegan. Want some? Like, no, we'll pass. We don't want that.
Exactly. Just get it. Well, that's why I bought it for me and not you anyway.
More for me. More for me.
Oh my gosh. I don't want
to. That's literally the Halloween version of a Scrooge.
That is. I don't want to do I don't ever like doing a Halloween, but for some odd reason, the CEO, she thinks it's like a holiday meant for her because it's in her birthday month. And so she's all about wanting to dress up and decorate. I said, one, you're not decorating my house with a bunch of Google goblin witches and none of that. Okay, we ain't bringing none of that in my house. That's for one. Okay, but two, you can be as happy and like she loves seeing the decorations. Like this is her time of year. Like she loves it. But I'm just like, I don't want to walk around like I can go buy you. Like we have a drawer full of candy. Why do we need to go get more? Because it's fun. No, it's not.
Look, I'm thinking, because we need some more.
No more. Like, just stop. And then we walk around for an hour, and then you're like, okay, And I think she likes seeing the dress up, the costume. She likes seeing people dress up. She likes seeing the costumes. She likes seeing, some of the people interact. Like, she's just very into it all. And I'm like, maybe you could just stay innocent like that and don't incorporate the demonic side of Halloween.
Oh yeah, it can just be the fun. It can be the fun stuff.
Yeah, just the fun stuff. Because I don't mind the dressing up and stuff. I don't mind going in to get candy. I just don't really want to do it. That's just my thing. Like I just don't want to.
Wow.
But I'm also like, and it's not that I hate Halloween. I was whatever. It's okay. I go get candy any other time. But I guess I'm kind of, now that I think about it, I don't like the suspense of Halloween either. Like, I don't like the ghouls, the scary stuff, the skeletons and all. Like, I find it intriguing that you can come up with optical illusions. But what I don't like is the fact that you're trying to, like, I'm not going to no haunted house. I'm not going to no walkthrough, no lock in, none of that. Like, that's not my thing. I'm not doing any of that. I don't like being scared in that aspect. Like, I don't mind, like, you walk up on me and you kind of startle me. That's fine. The adrenaline will wind down. But the fact that I might pee on myself or cry, or the fact there's so much fear that I hypervent, like, no, I'm not going to find it. That does not have me come out of the room going, oh, well, that was a good time. Let's go do something. Like, no. It's like, no, that is not okay. Like, I would be the one to punch the characters. I would be one of those. I'm just, no, like those jump scare things. Like, I'm glad I know that now, not to send you that stuff. Because I'll do that. That's my other way to prank people. Like on Instagram, if they have like those jump scare reels, or you're just like supposed to get real close to the screen or something like that, or
no, I don't like.
Or like the spider jumps out at the screen, or the mice. Like, I'll send those kind of things to a couple of friends. Like, I don't send them to everybody, just a few. But those kind of things like that gets me, and that'll get me laughing. But like, to be out physically and some rat walks across my foot, I am drop kicking everybody in that room.
Oh my God.
everybody's gonna die if I don't get out of this room because there's a rat in here and I can't take it. I'm like, so yeah, no. But anyways, we can talk about that next time. Halloween.
That's interesting,
holidays.
Especially going into October.
Yeah, we can talk about that next time. Especially the fall stuff, like our bucket. Ooh, that would be good, like a bucket list, a fall bucket list. Things you want to do during the fall. I don't have one of those, I don't think.
I've never made one, but that'll be fun.
It'd be fun to think of one and see if there's stuff.
How many items are we going to put on this list?
How basic of a bucket list are we doing?
I don't know. I'm going to pick 5 things to do.
5 things? Okay.
Yeah, I think that's enough.
With our busy schedule.
Yeah, I think 5. We might even make it to that.
Look, we might just get 2 of those things done.
But a girl can dream, can't she?
Yeah, we could. We can all think about what we really want to do, but it doesn't mean we're all going to do it.
5 things on this fall bucket list. Yep. Okay.
5 things. Think about that and see what we do when we get back. But anyways, we do need to get out of here because it's like an hour and a half and we still got to do moral of the story. So yeah, moral of the story. Don't prank City, and
please don't.
And I don't know.
And start shopping for those Halloween costumes.
Start shopping. Go get them. Go ahead and spend your $30 and be that nice whatever hot dog. I think those are fun. I think food dress ups are fun.
I've been looking for an avocado. I can't find one. They don't make them in adults. They only make them for toddlers and babies.
You talking about a hot dog?
No, I want to be an avocado.
Avocado. Oh, that sucks. They don't have a.
Yeah, I only can find them for like 2T and smaller.
That stink. Well, maybe they'll come on out. Because if not, then you'd have to go back to the craft store so you can sew yourself an avocado.
I'm definitely not. Nope, it's not that big of a deal. I'll just be pregnant or something.
Oh my gosh.
Anywho, it was always a pleasure.
Yep. And until next time, bye.
Bye.
Hey, did you enjoy that podcast? So did we. Check us out for our most recent updates on IG at City Country Chicks Podcast.